What up? Good evening, Dusties. How are you guys? It is 9:19 right now, and I am filming a cooking video. Sorry for the noise in the background. I have my laundry going. We're gonna be making an infused meal. This is my first time using my Levo. So I got my Levo. I'm gonna insert a video of the actual preparation of the making the butter. Butter, I have to like let it sit for a little bit just to like kind of cool off. But yeah, so we're gonna be making bakes and corned beef. We're gonna make bakes from scratch. I've never done that before, so we're gonna try, and it's gonna be infused. So yeah, let's jump right on in. I'm going with her ingredients for her bakes recipe. This is her account, and I'm using her recipe from this, but I'm substituting the butter that she's using with my infused butter. So these are all the ingredients. This is everything. This is for the meat. You got the corned beef. All my little dry ingredients.
For that grainy consistency.
So I'm just mixing using the squeeze method. At least that's what she recommended to use, so that's what I'm gonna do. So hopefully this turns out how it turned out for her. Okay, so I have kneaded my dough. I'm gonna flour the surface a little bit and knead that a little bit, and then I'm gonna knead it a little bit more, and then I'm gonna let it sit with a wet paper towel on top, let that sit for 30 minutes, and while that's sitting, I'm gonna cook the corned beef, and you guys can see how I do that. So I'm gonna go do this real quick off camera, and when I come back, I'll be making corned beef. So as you can see now, I have my corned beef, I got my bell peppers and my parsley, as well as my green onion, aka chives, all mixed together and cooking up. So the corned beef is all done. We have it all nice and cooked up together, and now we're gonna start on the dumplings. So we got our dumplings, and now we're just gonna break them up into little small pieces and fry these hoes up. And basically what you're gonna do while it starts to like fry on one side, you're just gonna grab a spoon and just kind of like splash a bit of the hot oil on the top part, so that way everything is like evenly cooking and distributed. And this is the finished result. I obviously burnt it a little bit, but that's alright, that's okay. Let's just go and have ourselves a little taste test. Not too bad. Try with the corned beef. Oh my god. Okay, bitch. This is fire. And with this, oh my god. Things I did. That. But I'm gonna go eat my dinner now, so I'm gonna check in with you guys after. We'll see if anything happens because it is infused, so let's see if I get any effects. So I'm gonna go eat my food and I'll check back in with you guys in about an hour and we'll see how I feel. Yeah, so about that 1 hour check-in that I last mentioned about, it's the next day. Your girl, she got zooted and she passed out. But we gonna make some more stuff. Today we're making Rice Krispies, and that's because it's a tradition for every person who is making their own edibles for the first time. You gotta make it at least once, and you really can't mess this up. This is a foolproof recipe, literally foolproof. It comes on the box, minus the infusion part, but we gonna do it, we gonna do it. We're gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. We gonna get into it, so I'll be back. All right, so first things first, we need 1/4 cup, 1/4 cups, one fourth of a cup of canned butter. I am going to bring that up just a little bit. I'm gonna be using 1/3, a quarter. Not, this isn't a quarter. Don't listen to me in my measurements because I can't. But this is the one that I'm gonna use. It's just under 6 tablespoons. It's just under 6 tablespoons, and that's gonna make each bar 50 milligrams per bar, and I'm gonna be making 12. So let's start melting the butter. Wait, let's switch up the angle real quick. Great. Right now, I have you guys on top of my wine bottle case. Yeah. She comes in handy for more than one thing. So to make your Rice Krispies, you're gonna put just start to heat your pan on a low heat. That's what I'm doing while I swoop out my butter. But I love it. This is the first, I'm so happy that I got this machine because literally every time I had or tried edibles, like nothing would happen. Literally nothing would happen. My own stuff, bro, I'm like giggling like a freaking preschooler. Like, it's amazing. I love it. Sorry, that's the crackhead in me. Getting a little bit too excited about this. I fucking love it though. I don't need that spoon anymore. I don't need a spoon anymore. I was reading online that when it comes to like oils, it freezes, it's better to put it inside of the freezer versus putting it inside of the fridge. And also when you just make it with your regular butter, it's better to put it inside of the fridge instead of the freezer, which makes sense. It does make sense. So yeah, so we got our butter, a butter. These are gonna be so fucking, I'm so excited. All right. Mini marshmallows. Don't use the big ones because it's just gonna make everything a whole lot more difficult. Excuse me. Now let's get this butter in the pan. I love this. Like, the fact that I can make my own edibles now is actually fucking amazing. Maybe I should have still used that spoon. That's fine. I'll use my finger. And Taylor's coming by later too. She's gonna fucking shit bricks and be so excited to be able to go home with some of these. Oh yeah. Get every last drop in that bitch. We gon' get every day, baby. Oh, and the scent isn't even that bad. It's not that strong. Strong. It's gonna be strong, which I'm fucking hella excited. For these, you're gonna need 4 cups of marshmallows. 4 cups of mini marshies, but I'm just gonna let that heat up a little bit more. Let that warm up. And then we're gonna mix this all together for like about 2 minutes, let that cook together, melt down, marinate, and then we're gonna throw in 5 cups of Rice Krispies, Rice Cribbity Crunchies, mix that bitch in, mix it up. I actually should butter this pan. But I don't want to, but I got it. Like, do I have oil? No, she doesn't. I literally forgot to get oil, and I was outside. It's fine. We'll use regular butter. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. All right. She's getting warm. Let's start to throw these cups in. So we got 1 cup 34. So basically this entire bag, literally the bag. So if you get a 255 gram bag of mini Marshies, just throw the whole thing in. Like, who the hell is gonna put like a bag with like 6 marshmallows back in the cupboard? Actually, there's people out there who do that, and I can't. Alright, let me start stirring this up. Low heat, I'm gonna have to turn it up a little bit. Baby love, my baby love, look at these beautiful marshmallows. It's gonna be so good. We're still mixing her up. Wow, time to add in the Crispies. I say it's foolproof and I'm here like, oh my god, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. So you add in 5 cups and stir evenly. Honestly, maybe only need like 4.5. Yeah, I did 4.5 because this is a lot here. Ow! I was like, should I eat it? I don't know. I did that last time when I was fucking making the butter, man, and like, let me tell you, that was a doozy. Definitely a bit of a doozy. Alright. Now let's transfer her to the pan, which you're not going to be able to see really. Literally, this is the fucking hard part. I'm like, I literally should just be like, fuck it, I'm making balls. The hard part is smoothing her out, smoothing her out. Smoothing her out. Maybe I should have buttered this. I should have buttered the spatula. This is a disaster. It's really like, it's all pretty fire. I'm gonna have to like crunch it like that. As if you guys can fucking see me. Oh Lord, so you can see it. I keep eating it. It's so fucking good. I need the plastic spatula. That's what I got the plastic spatula for. What the fuck are you? Where's my spatula? Andy! See if that'll help. Oh my god, it is. It is. I put some butter on it. Yes! Oh, bitch. We are back in the game. Ooh. Maybe I didn't need this big of a pan, but that's okay. Okay, so now I just need to let it sit. And we're good. I made some awesome fucking butter. Amazing butter, actually. Well, that's it. That's the show. If you guys want to see how it hit me, or how they turned out, like, effect-wise, check out my TikTok. It's gonna be linked in the description below. Oh, I'll show you guys what it looked like there. I should have used a smaller pan, but it's fine. We're just gonna let these sit, and then I'm gonna cut them. I'm gonna cut them into 12 squares. Wow. Alright, gotta go. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!